The Deputy General Secretary of the Public Utilities Workers Union, Amiba Nyaba, says the Chief of Staff, Julius Debra, has directed MEDA to put on hold the sale and purchasing agreement of ECG for fresh discussions to begin on Monday, September 19. He disclosed this in an exclusive interview with our reporter Daniel Opoku in Accra.
What he's telling us, he's making us to believe that there is room for change. There is room for amendments. And that is what we are believing, and we are agreeing also to go for this meeting. But if that is not there, then there's no business going to that to the presidency for that meeting come next week. If we sign it, and along the line, we want to abrogate it, we'll certainly run into that judgment debt issue. That is why we, the workers of ECG, are saying let's suspend the signing of the agreement and let's thoroughly discuss and agree on everything before we sign it.
Right, let's do some analysis now. We have Kojo Nsafo Poku, an energy expert on the line. Mr. Poku, good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. Now, the Public Utility Workers Union say the Chief of Staff, Julius Debra, has directed MEDA to kind of put on hold a sale and purchasing agreement and they will meet him Monday. Is this good news or not?
Well, the way the discussion has turned out, I think the government coming in to basically put a hold to this and a bit more investigation done is relief to all parties involved. You know, when this thing started, the workers of ECG were saying that they don't want this concession agreement to go ahead, or the private participation, so to speak. And some of us said that, look, it is a process that would help put ECG in good step. But then the concerns that have been raised by the workers, some of them are very valid. I think MEDA is not being fair from what we are being told. The workers feel that there hasn't been proper consultation. And if that be the case, for the interest of all Ghanaians, I think if the workers, what they have to say is heard, it would help the process. I think MEDA, in a way, is overstepping the processes a bit. And so I think it's in the right direction to get the workers involved.
Now, the union has also brought forth some ideas on how ECG can be made to do well, including, for example, listing on the stock exchange, partial privatization, and all of that. I mean, is this not exactly what the MEDA agreement, compact agreement, is expected to do?
No, it's not. You see, the MEDA compact with the Millennium Challenge Authority, which is the second compact from the U.S., is free money. You know what I mean? That is just money that the U.S. government is giving to the Ghana as a country to help develop certain sectors. The government of today decided that they were going to use that compact, the second compact, in energy. The previous government used it to construct the N1 and other areas. But it is free money as compared to if you are going to borrow the money or go to the stock exchange and basically raise the money from investors that would want dividends at the end of the day. I think from the discussions that I've had and has generated till now, ECG workers, I think, agree on certain things. They agree that there need to be injection of capital in ECG.
But Mr. Poku, you fairly made your point. I'm grateful. We're running out of time. But I wanted to ask you my last question before we go. PURC is concerned that it might not be able to set tariffs. Is the PURC justified to worry?
No, why would they think they will not be? The law of the land says that PRC are the one who set tariffs. Anything else, you have to go to Parliament to get it done.
Right. Mr. Poku, we are grateful. Thanks very much for your contributions. Kojo Poku is an energy expert, and this is still News at 10. We have